If I fail this test tomorrow, my life is over. Like, I'm taking the test now. Okay, you can't see that, obviously. It is currently 1 a.m. And I'm maybe thinking, maybe I don't got this. I really want to sleep, but I have all these questions to go through. And I'm scared that if I don't go through them, I'm going to regret it in the morning. Because I will not sleep. I will not be able to sleep knowing that I did not pass this practice test. Let's go. It is currently 2:21 a.m. I am done revising all my questions. I feel a bit confident. I just finished praying and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Just woke up. It is currently 6:40 a.m. and I fell asleep watching Friends. Because that's my comfort show forever. I'm feeling so anxious. I don't want to wake up. It feels too early. Can't wait to take you guys to this day with me. Let's get this day started. So I'm trying to pick an outfit. I do not know where to start. South Africa is so cold. Because I'm a winter girly and I'm going to stand by it. They can never make me hate you, winter. Never. Do I wear sweats or jeans? Oh, it shouldn't be this hard. But I'm just a girl. So don't mind this. And also, think about my poster. I figured the outfit out. Is this upside down? I look so scary, like Juju. You know what it's giving actually? It's giving. I'm as a bitch. I should've known better. If I had a wish, I would've never left around. When I stop playing. I look like Santa Claus. No, I look like the Grinch. Oh my god. Also, funny thing happened. My gel polish thingy came off while I was buffing. We're done here. Let's. Okay, so over here guys, I was struggling to eat this banana because I struggle to eat when I am very anxious, but I just had to do what had to be done, even though it was really hard. But a girl got it done. Yeah, got it done. Ever since Station 19 ended, I don't know what to do with my life. My obsession with Stefania's Bambinato has to be like investigated actually. And Danielle Savory too. They were at this like con this past weekend. I thought I could be able to stand seeing all these people meeting them, but my jealousy levels were like at an all-time high. You know that meme that says, "No, I'm not happy for you because that should have been me." I was watching a lot of like videos of people who've taken the test. Many of them did not talk about the anxiety that comes with it. I have crippling anxiety when it comes to tests. I also just have chronic anxiety. I feel so scared right now, but I know that that's okay. It's normal, I think, and it's okay to feel nervous going in. A lot of my friends claimed that it was easy, and I want to trust them. I didn't pass the practice test on the first try, but I kept doing it over and over. I think on my 4th try I passed. Road rules are literally my weakness. Hate them. Last night, as you guys saw, I went through all the questions on the K53 app, which I think would be helpful. I mean, I'll only be able to tell you guys how accurate and helpful it is after I read the test. But I went through that whole book page for page.
We could go band for band. Fuck that, we can go.
You know, and remember that people, you can be able to drive really well, but just not be really good at just tests in general. And that's okay, but it just sucks that, you know, this is something that you have to do in order to be able to drive on the road. I've been looking forward to taking this test so that I can at least feel like my life is going somewhere. That is sad, but I think that's why I'm so nervous about this thing, because there's a lot of pressure. Like my mom, my aunts, my whole family is kind of like, you know, you better come home, like with the high color pepper and curry. Yeah, I'm just hoping everything goes well. My mom is calling me, so
I feel. Guys, I made it. We got it. We passed.
eye test done. A girl does not have 20/20 vision, but she has some vision. Do you keep this left arm? We got it! I got my learners! I don't know how to feel. I'm aesthetic.
We are out of here. We're out of the trenches, guys.
We're back home. I think I needed a moment to kind of calm down and let this adrenaline, you know, I don't think I've now I can give you guys tips on what to expect. The whole process was obviously nerve-wracking. Like I said earlier in the video, I hate tests with my life. So when I got there, you have to sign in, and if you have paid your 108 rands, they will tell you, okay, go to your sitting area, be sure to be there at least like 15 minutes earlier than the time you had. I started at 9, so I was there like 8:30. There was nothing much going on. A lot of people were just on their phones waiting, and I wish I had my earphones because I was just there. Then I texted my sister. I was like, I'm so nervous because that chai latte was literally going to come up, so I needed someone to distract me a little bit. Just trying to calm down and telling myself, like, you know what, you got this, it's okay, whatever happens happens. It was literally like, okay God, over to you, you know. What do you call the person that, like, the invigilator, there we go, I hope I'm saying that word right. Invigilator comes on and then he calls everybody by their name, and you just have to show him your ID. There's a form that you have to fill out when you get there, but you don't have to give it to him before the test. You can do everything else after. As long as your name is on there, you're good to go. You just have to have your original ID and then a copy of your ID, an eye test certificate, whatever. It can be from like an actual optometrist, or you can take it at the center and it's free. You have to have like mini photos like this one. Oof. I really am not a big fan of these photos, to be honest. You need 2 of them. Depending on your center, they will always have people who take photos for you, obviously, around, so that's no problem. After they call your name, you go and then you wait there. They're going to tell you, obviously, you can go in with a bag and all that stuff, but your phones have to be off, not on silent, switched off. And then after everybody has been called, you all will enter the room, and then it's like you sit down, you sit wherever you want, really. And then the invigilator will give you all the rules, tell you how much you have to have. So obviously, as we all know, it's divided into 3 sections. You have your controls, you have your road rules, and then you have your road signs. The test consists of 64 questions. 8 questions are in the control section, 28 in signs, and then 28 in rules. So if you get the bare minimum, you have passed. If you get a mark less in any of the categories, you have failed, unfortunately, which sucks. I was literally gonna off myself if I literally failed by a question. Literally, that's the worst thing that can ever happen. It's like getting a 69 or a 79 on anything. Like, oh, that infuriates me. I'd rather get a 75 than a 79, not gonna lie. But the first thing he said as we walked in the class, he was like, okay, welcome to your worst nightmare. And then he was like, he told us what you have to get, and then he was like, if you get any point less, that will mean you have failed, and then you will take your walk of shame. And I was just like, oh my days, he's not making this any easier. But so after the rules and stuff like that, you have, when you start the test, there's a demo test just to get you a feel of how you should answer the questions. There's an option to literally write in any language, but English is the default one, so you don't have to select it. It's already there for you. However, you can select a different language, and during the test, if you opt for the different language, there's still an option for you to see the question in English if in the chosen language it doesn't make sense. And like the demo test doesn't really affect your score. Even if you answer the first question just to see and it's wrong, it really won't tell you if it's wrong or not. And that's the general thing for the test. Like, you won't know if any of your answers are correct, obviously. If you have an hour, 64 questions. I think what helped me was the K53 app with the South African flag. I'll put the logo up here. That is the most accurate one, because a lot of the questions that I saw while doing my practice test on the app, they came up like that exactly. And so I was like, okay, this is really good. It was really accurate. But also, I urge you to use your K53 book. You don't have to. You can just literally practice with the questions if, like, you're good at cramming and all that stuff. But I really wouldn't advise that, because I think it's all about understanding. But there's certain things that are like rules and laws that you have to know, and that are not. You would think that it's common sense, but it's like, nah. So I think the biggest thing, what I'm trying to say is that when you go into your learner's test, do not go in with the mindset of how you see people driving around the road, because people don't be driving like how they're supposed to be driving. So if you go with that, you're literally, sorry to break it to you, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, you are gonna fail. That's gonna lead you off so bad. There's so many questions where you'd be like, oh yeah, no, this seems right. No, it's not right. Just because people do it doesn't mean it's right. So that's one. So it's all about comprehension. And so if you have the comprehension part down, like, you're literally set to go. After you take your test, though, you can finish at whatever time. I finished 25 minutes in, so I had 35 minutes left. And after I finished, I reviewed all my questions and changed a few, which I wonder if I didn't change, would it have affected my score? I don't know. I literally don't even want to think about it. I really want you to, like, even if you finish like 10 minutes in and all these things seem easy, just review your work. Go back. There is an option where you can say review, and then you go through all your questions again, just to see if you answered well. Because I went through it, and then I remember that my third question, I picked A instead of B, and the correct answer was B. But when I went through it the first time, I thought I picked B. So it's very important to just review it in case you made like just silly little mistakes. Yeah, that's about it inside. It's really nerve-wracking because there's a lot of people, and you see other people leaving, and you're like, oh my gosh, but just remember, you have enough time. You can write until it gets to 1 minute or 50 seconds or whatever. You have all the time in the world. So don't pay attention to your surroundings, because that will really mess you up. I have a bad habit of seeing, like, my surroundings affect me a lot. It doesn't, like, physically, and it just in general, like, seeing everybody other people standing up made me so anxious, and other people stood up and they did not make it. And so that also made me, like, kind of panic a little bit, kind of like defocus your surroundings. Like how in a movie it focuses on one character, but there's a lot of things going on around them. Just do that and pretend like you're the only person there. That will help you just to keep going. When you finish the test, it shows you if you passed or not. The results come in immediately, And when I saw those 3 check boxes in green, I was just like, so onto the invigilator, if you do not have that form that I was telling you about, then he's going to give you the form and you have to fill it out. And after the form, if you have your eye test already, great, you can just go to your cashier and then they're going to issue you your license. But if you do not have one, you're going to have to go to the eye test station, that's where I went, and I got my eyes checked. The eye test was really, surprisingly, it was so weird. Like, I thought I had 20/20 vision. Actually, no, I did not think that. These are not prescriptions, obviously. They just make me look nice, glasses. You have to pay 60 rands to get your license paper issued. But the process is really easy. After that, they issue everything. They take your pictures and then they put it on your learner's license. And then you take your left thumb fingerprint and then you put it on your license. And then you're good to go. Overall, I give the experience a 7 out of 10, a 6 out of 10, honestly. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that this helped you, like, you know, somehow, because I've seen a lot of videos but they didn't go into depth of like how the experience was and like step-by-step process. So I hope that I gave you some sort of clarity when it comes to that. If you're like me, that literally I need like a primary source, like I can't do this Google stuff, like, you know, it's not as real. Like, obviously they'll say those things and give you like the protocol stuff, but it's like, ask someone who has been through the process how it was and how they went through it, and I feel like that helps me better prepare for it. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching. So happy that I got my learners. I think a lot of people probably do not understand why this is such a huge deal to me. I think I said earlier on that this year has not been the best year. It really has been probably one of the worst years of my life. And for the past 6 months, I have just been in this weird phase in my life where everything is just still and nothing is moving forward. I have no idea where my life is going to take me. I feel like there was nothing that was going right for me, and everything just seemed to be failing. Like, the walls just seemed to be like closing in on me. And I thank God that I did not fall into a depressive episode, because I fought so hard to get out of the last one. Yeah, I'm still fighting to get out of it, but it has not gotten worse. And obviously, you know, we all have our days, but I know where my lowest was recently, and I haven't been there, and I'm so grateful for that. So the reason why this was so important for me, it felt like this is the one thing that's gonna, you know, show me that like I'm doing something right with my life, and give me that motivation and that boost that I needed, because I've been so deflated this whole year. Yeah, it has not been a good time, so passing this has definitely been the highlight of my year so far. Just very, 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 very thankful. So it's more than just a learner's to me. It's literally proof that everything will be okay, and that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that just because one thing doesn't work out doesn't mean the rest are not gonna work out. It's like I should just always keep my head up, and also just a testament of what is meant for you will come to you and will happen for you, and also God's plan. I think I'm in a moment in my life where I am literally accepting things for what they are, not trying to force things, but let things happen naturally as it's meant to. So I think more than anything, it signifies hope, and it's like, yeah, like you can do this. That is what this means to me, and I cannot help but just thank the one behind it all, which is our Lord Jesus Christ. I love that man so much, I might just cry thinking about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you like this video. I will try to get back into this YouTube thing. I think I'm going to try use this as just a digital diary, because I don't have space, and so if I edit these things and just put them out there, you know, I can always watch them. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace and love. Hello, Negro.